Hello, I am back again. Excuse me. This is Goddess of Light Magee. I am back again, you guys, to bring you a video. Something just came to my mind. A view is a view. I made a touching, heartfelt video a couple of days ago, and she has been getting an outpouring of support, financial support, moral support, just love and everything. And it took my mind back to Los Angeles. Our viewers of views said that she had been homeless. Let me just get that out first. Said that she had been homeless for 4 to 5 years because she always put other people first and she put herself on the back burner. So all these years she's been helping everyone, staying with her mother to help her aunts to help her, different people, just helping them, not knowing that, look, I need my own place. She never took the time to, settle down and think that she needed her own place that are going to from this place to that place, helping other people and not being stabilized herself. And then, then it took my mind back to this, what I want to talk about today, Los Angeles, Skid Row. There are so many homeless people living in the world, not just America, in the world. And it is very devastating. There, I'm showing you this picture right here of Skid Row. Skid Row is probably, I don't know, I think it's about over 2,000 homeless people that lives along Skid Row. And it's so severe. It is so devastating. It is so poverty stricken. I don't know. I'm just speechless. I don't know what happened to these people. A lot of people go through different life changes that causes them to become homeless. A lot of people in Los Angeles may have fell victim to life or the streets or whatever that caused them to have to go and live on Skid Row or whatever. Homelessness in America needs to, not just America, worldwide, it needs to be addressed more than it has been, and that it is being addressed. Let's get that straight. It's unbelievable. It's said that many people living today, working class citizens or whatever, retired, government assistant or whatever, they are literally 1 to 2 paychecks away from being homeless. And that's really sad in a world where there's so many resources, so many things given to us freely by the universe, and man turning around and made society have to pay. When the Indians came here and the African Americans were here on the land, or in Africa on the land, or wherever, nature provided everything that man needed. If he wanted to eat, he could eat. He wanted to live, he could gather leaves and bushes and sticks and he could live. If he wanted sunlight, if he wanted lights, he had the sunlight by day. At night, he had the moonlight. Everything was free. And then came along man and his wickedness and his greed, and started to kill and capture people and take and steal and rob and kill people. For what? For money. For the love of money, for the love of money is the root of all evil. The man was greedy. He wanted money. He found out about money and he can have this and that. And he just became consumed with greed. And he started taking everything from everybody and claiming it as his own and started charging for everything. For food, for water. You have to pay for water now. Housing, clothing, everything. Everything was made by man's hands, and man had the freedom to go and do what he wanted to do. Of course, the African Americans were captured as slaves for many, many years, and they didn't have the freedom as other people did. And there were other people held captive as well. We know the Indians were killed off and their land and everything was stolen from them. We know that. But I was just sitting thinking about, how devastating it is that a person can end up homeless because of different reasons. Everybody don't always, it's not because they're doing this bad and that bad. People get sick, their spouses pass away that have been their biggest support, like me, myself. My spouse was a big support. I just light my candles here while I'm talking because I like to have my candles when I'm going deep. And I'm talking deep. I like to have my candles to keep positive energy. Even though I speak on negative things, this candle will help override the negativity. Just like this candle here. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. Now, let me sit the candle. Let me sit it a little closer to me. Okay. All right, that's good. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have to get my candle because this is a deep subject. And I want to keep my positive energy up as I speak on this. But, excuse me. It's just so much wealth in our world today. And so many different resources and billions and billions and billions and trillions of dollars. And then of course you have religion. Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about that. We have all these religious groups that teaches and speaks and and say there's a saying that most religious Christians like to say. Let me just say Christians. They like quoting, if you ask anything in my name, I would do it. Anything. That's a scripture that is quote unquote supposed to be spoken by Yeshua. If you ask anything in my name, I will do it. I am sure that these homeless people have asked and begged and pleaded and prayed that they get shelter. What's wrong, y'all? What's wrong, you guys? These churches rake in billions of dollars each week, nationwide, worldwide. Billions of dollars each week in offerings, tithes and offerings. Why is there so much homelessness? Why? You have 15 churches on one block. Yeah, I'm exaggerating. Just say 4 blocks, give or take. And within those 4 blocks, there are dilapidated houses, there is poverty-stricken areas, there is crime, murder, drug dealing, homelessness, hunger, starvation. But you have 15 churches within those 4 blocks. And The people are going into these buildings weekly and, like Tuesday or Wednesday night or Friday night or whatever, and Sunday mornings and afternoon and evening. And they're saying the same mantra, speaking the same mantra. Excuse me. Excuse me. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Bring all the tithes into the storehouse, for there be meat in mine house. Prove me with, I will pour out a blessing I will open up the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. And on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But yet we see this. Skid Row city limits, population too many. I wonder if there's a church around in this area here that's pushing the swine. What's wrong with the world, you guys? A View is a View woke up the sleeping dragon. A lot of people didn't know she was homeless. A lot of people didn't know she was excuse me, living out of her car at times, living with relatives and whatever. But I want to send a special shout out to Sean Bradley. I seen his video on yesterday that he did with The View and a View, and he was in the car riding with her, and they were having a lot of fun. They were laughing, they were joking around. Sean said, I am literally in your kitchen. She was in her car, so he called her, inside her car, because that's where she's been staying off and on, her kitchen. And kudos to you, Sean Bradley. I throw the fist up for you, Sean Bradley. Good job. You went to see her to check on our queen and to make sure that everything is okay with her. And she said that you guys are going to be doing some things behind the scenes. And I am happy that you are dragging her to Vegas. Yes, yes, yes. She needs that. That is so great. That is so wonderful. If we had 1,000,000 Sean Bradleys, I really think this sign, Skid Row, city limit, population too many, wouldn't exist. He is such a loving, giving, caring individual, and hopefully next year I will be able to attend Vegas Gate 20, so I will get a chance to meet Mr. Sean Bradley. Shout out to you, Sean Bradley. Kudos to you. You are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But anyway, I just want to come and talk a little bit about homelessness and religion and churches and, how it's all of this. Even the Catholic Church is the mother of all religion. Come on, we know it. And they have treasures and billions of dollars in gold and coins and money, and there's Skid Row right there. You might say, well, the people did this, they need to go get a job, they need to go do this. Yeah, you could say all of that. You don't know what a person has been through. So just shut your mouth. If anybody have anything to say or why someone is homeless, all these notifications are on my nerves. Sorry about that, you guys. You don't know, so just shut your mouth. These people are literally on the streets of LA, on the streets worldwide. You guys, we got to look out for our neighbors, our neighbors. Our neighbors don't mean the person next door. Our neighbor could be in New York. We have to look out for each other. We're given all things freely, and they were stolen and revamped and sold back to us. Even our water that was placed here under the ground, there's water, free water. that you have to pay a water bill. I'm not going to get too deep right now, but I will come back and talk about this subject. And it just kind of pisses me off. That's why I'm talking about it. It really pisses me off. But a view is a view. Much love to you, sister. Much love to you, queen. I'm happy that you are getting some resources and stuff together to help you during your time of homelessness. And I pray that homelessness ends immediately. Ashe. I pray that it ends immediately. Ashe. I pray that it ends immediately. Ashe. Thank you guys for listening. Think about it. If you can help someone along the way, if you have more than enough, if you have 30 dresses and you know someone that has not one, offer it to them. And in offering them the dress, seek nothing in return. The universe knows. The universe will make sure that you receive your blessing. Okay? All right, you guys. Let's try to work to help end poverty in America. We can write to our congressmen, we can write to the president, we can write to our state representatives, our governors, our city officials. There's a lot that we can do. We can go and bombard these churches that's holding all this money in the bank and only helping those that attend their churches, attend their congregations. That's one thing that needs to be wiped out. I'm sorry. These churches need to be wiped out because they are 501c3s and they don't pay any taxes and they are hoarders only for themselves. They are hoarders. I would never, ever step foot in another church as long as I live. Oh, she's mad at the church. Yes. Not mad, just woke. I was asleep when I was in them. I'm woke now. And I know the things that they do and how they operate because I was in it for so many years. My eyes are open. All three. Catch. Okay, you guys, let me go before I start rambling, and let me get a little whiff of my little white candle here and say my little meditation and prayer so I can rise above this moment. Okay? All right. Have a great day. I will possibly be back later on this evening to chat with you guys. I might go live. Who knows? All right. Have a great one. Namaste.